The New York Giants just got incredibly disrespected. Let's talk about it. My name is Paul, and this is Big Apple Sports. Football season is so close. We're almost there. Final preseason game tonight. I'm going to be keeping you up to date on everything Giants this year, so don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button. Might as well hit the like button too, and let's get rolling. So, ESPN, I don't know what their issue is with the Giants, but I'm not thrilled with what they are putting out. I got not one, but two different articles that really made me scratch my head about what they think of the Giants this year. And if you haven't caught any of my videos, I think this Giants team is a sneaky playoff team. Nobody's really talking about them, but they're going to have the best pass rush in the NFL. The entire defense should be at least a top 10 unit. I think it's going to be top 5. Russ is a big-time improvement over Daniel Jones. The offensive line should be better, should be deeper. Malik Neighbors is maybe the best receiver in the NFL. I mean, he was pretty dang good without good QB play last year, so wouldn't surprise me to see him be right there with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson this year. Like, big things are happening in New York, and ESPN's not buying it. So let's take a look. They came out with an article titled they ranked teams by watchability, and they had the New York Giants all the way down here at 22, below teams like, I mean, the Bears might be interesting with Caleb and a new coach, but like the Steelers, who wants to watch 45-year-old Aaron Rodgers? And like the Colts, I mean, nobody knows what the Colts are about to go through better than Giants fans, as we obviously have lived through Daniel Jones, but, like, nobody wants to watch that. The Dolphins, yeah, let's all watch Tua get hurt week 1, and then Zach Wilson play the rest of the year. And, like, I guess the Patriots have a rookie, but, like, looking through a lot of these teams, like the Cowboys, nobody likes the Cowboys. Like, this is baffling to me. Like, I can't imagine thinking that this is not going to be an incredibly watchable Giants team. I mean, as I was saying at the beginning, like, this pass rush is going to rip offenses apart, and it is going to be fun to watch. Reminiscent of, like, the Michael Strahan days and Justin Tuck, Jason Pierre-Paul, Osi Umenyiora. Like, this is a Giants pass rush that is every bit as good as they were when they won the Super Bowl. Elite pass rushes who get in the quarterback's face cause turnovers. I'm expecting some pick sixes this year. The secondary improved with Paulson Adebo. Like, this is going to be a fun defense to watch. And then, have they not been following Jameis Winston? Like, having Jameis Winston himself should immediately put you in the top 20. Like, I'm waiting for them to make like a Jameis Winston Netflix show that I will watch every single episode, because the dude is just hilarious. He's the funniest person in the NFL. Like, Jameis alone, his pregame speeches alone should have them in the top 20. And, you know, breaking down what they say about him, they really only say they get a bump because of Jackson Dart. Like, Jackson Dart should be what puts him from, you know, top 20 with Jameis into the top 10. And then they mentioned Malik Neighbors. Like, yeah, he's the most exciting young receiver in the NFL. He's had, like, every bit the rookie year that, you know, like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson did. And yet you'll find those teams way up here in the top 10. Like, what are the Vegas Raiders doing in the top 10, by the way? Nobody wants to watch them. But, like, the Jags get up there with Brian Thomas's rookie year. The like, what are the Falcons doing up that high? And then, yeah, up here you got Jamar Chase. I might have passed Justin Jefferson, yep, down here at number 12. But, like, Malik Neighbors is one of the most exciting players in the NFL. Russ, a little boring sometimes, but he can throw that deep ball. I think you're going to see it a lot this year. I think Wan'Dale Robinson's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And you got two guys with him and Malik Neighbors who can take it to the house every single play. And then Cam Scadaboo, like, he was one of the most electric, fun players to watch in college. I think he's going to be a ton of fun to watch this year. Not to mention just the New York market, and like this is one of the most exciting teams in the NFL. I I think next year when they make this list, they're going to be top 10. But obviously, ESPN's not subscribed to this channel. They haven't bought into the hype yet. But Giants fans, let me hear from you. Who are you most excited for? For me personally, it might be Malik Neighbors. I mean, he looked incredible with Daniel Jones last year. I think with Russell Wilson, maybe some Jameis, maybe Jackson Dart at some point, he's going to look even better. But this pass rush is a close second. And then Cam Scadaboo, too. I'm pumped for him. But I want to hear from you guys. You let me know who you're most excited for. And then the disrespect continued here. They did a preseason mock draft. A little early for that, in my opinion. But they chose to go off of their own football power index to decide next year's draft order. And they have the Giants trading down, but they have the Giants as the second worst team in the NFL. And like I said, like, what team are you guys watching? Like, do you not know who Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter and Kayvon Thibodeau are? Like, do you not understand that elite pass rushes lead to elite defenses, which leads to a good team? Like, I don't know what they're watching or what their power index is based off of to think that the Giants are going to be the second worst team in the NFL this year. It just baffles my mind. And then to make matters worse, like they have them picking a D tackle. Like, I guess maybe you could use a guy next to Dexter Lawrence, but like if there's one team, like one position group on the team that you probably don't feel like you need to address, it's the D line. Like I'm not sure anyone at ESPN knows who's on the Giants roster at this point. I'm pretty baffled by it. I expect the Giants to be picking more down in this range. You see some good secondary guys. Hopefully they feel good about their O-line last year, but I could see, it's a pretty good offensive tackle draft. I could see, like I said, hopefully Andrew Thomas stays healthy. We all know he's a dog. And then, maybe they decide to replace Illuminor, but hopefully he's good this year too. But either way, they're not picking number 2. And they're not picking number 4 where they have them trading down to. And can't imagine they're picking a defensive lineman. I don't know what ESPN is doing, but they're going to find out. Preseason game tonight. Hopefully everyone finds out a little bit more about this Giants team. Rumor is that Jackson Dart's going to start. That's going to be exciting. I'd love to see him ball out again. And I'd love to see him go against the Patriots starters as well. That would be awesome. But fun times ahead for the G-Men. They will be one of the most watchable teams this year. Don't listen to what ESPN says. Listen to Big Apple Sports. And then just take a quick second on your way out. Hit the subscribe button. Does me a huge solid. And you don't want to miss out on all the great Giants content I got coming.